Hey y'all, and I had so many topics going through my head of what I could read on, but I decided on what is the difference between the cult of woke and mainstream religion. Because it's getting ugly out there, guys. So, as somebody that likes to talk about the things that people don't really talk about in my side of the woods, tarot card reader and mystics and all that. It is what it is. I'll just read the cards and then we'll see. So, what is the difference between the cult of woke and mainstream religion? All right. Using the wisdom of the House of Night with the tarot of the mystic spiral, we have message with the Ace of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So, what is the difference with this cult of woke and mainstream religion? Well, so far with the cult of woke, their messaging is to enter your subconscious with whatever evil motherfuckers are controlling the narrative at this point in time. They're trying to push a message through of what they want you to believe. They want your subconscious to betray your own intuition in their doctrine, in their, physical realm, to change your inner truth. So it's all like subliminal, subconscious. It's just manipulative in trying to get you to believe something that, in your heart of hearts is not true, but it's what they are pushing onto you. That is the cult of woke, but it's also mainstream religion, because this whole reading, I'm actually not seeing a difference. But they are trying to force into your head, because we have reminder with the Ten of Pentacles and the Wheel. So they are trying to, see, right there, don't forget, reminding you, pushing it into your head, into your life, into your physical reality, what your spiritual and destiny should be by their standards. But it's not the truth. It's not the truth of the universe. It's a physical manifestation of what they want you to believe. They're pushing it onto you, into your physical life, to change the spiritual, the truth of the universe. And both of them do it. Choices with the Chariot and the Magician. They're both wings of the same bird, just like the government, just like everything that is going on today. It's all light against dark. There's no real truth. Like, they're pushing, you're either right or you're wrong. There is no in between. There is no in between. You either believe it's black or it's white. You cannot believe in a whole spectrum of different belief systems and, choices, and just leading your life in a direction that you want to go. They're both pushing you to It's either right or left, black or white, right or wrong, and it's all being pushed on you, and you know within you what is right and what is wrong and what you believe and what your intuition is, but it's all being pushed onto you. And people are starting to wake up, but not enough. But the people are starting to be like, hell no. Like, fuck this. This is not right. And we have the bottom of the deck, the High Priestess of Fire with the Nine of Pentacles. So what is the difference between them? There isn't a difference between the cult of woke and mainstream religion. They both are inciting passion and standing on your own in those passions and violence and arguments and separation, and it's like that's all religion has done for a very long time. And now the cult of woke, since people are starting to wake up to religion, now they introduce the cult of woke because that's the new religion, and it's just keeping you alone. They don't want people to be together and to have different thoughts. So they're inciting anger in everybody. They just want everybody to fight over fucking trivial bullshit. So you're not looking at the truth. It's all a distraction. So the history of the mainstream religions is pretty fucked up. And for a very long time, people have murdered millions of people for being different, for having different beliefs. You know, the natives of many different lands were just fucking slaughtered and forced to be indoctrinated into those religions. And now that, the Western civilizations have allowed religious freedom, and people are just like, I don't want to follow this doctrine. I want to follow my own. They had to introduce a new religion to indoctrinate the young, because people around my age, even my mom wasn't religious and more spiritual. Even my grandmother was, kind of Christian, but more just free. She went to tarot readers and shit like that. So as we've gone on and people have moved kind of away from a more structured religious, like, hate anything that isn't written in the fucking book of God, Bible, or, people are still being murdered in Islamic countries over trivial shit. I just watched a movie on Netflix. It was a Spanish movie about, sisters and a couple friends in the 1600s, and, these fucking Christian motherfuckers were just going on around town to town, just burning women. And, the sisters are like, okay, they came up with this plan. They're just gonna admit that they're witches and wait till, a certain, like, the full moon, and they do their Sabbath so they could live. So, yeah, that's what has gone on for a very long time is I tried to go to church and all I found was bullshit. Like, there's a lot of evil shit written in the Bible, but most people are like, oh, I just ignore the bad and, go with the good. Okay, if you believe that's the word of God, then you can't ignore the evil shit that's in there. Like, so, like, think about that. And then, in the past, there's this one guy I used to be friends with on Facebook. This was a long time ago, and he was like, "Oh, you can't, argue with me. Like it's the word of God, and you can't say anything pagan's in the Bible because I've read the Bible and I've studied it." Okay, have you ever studied anything else to get a different perspective and, more ancient civilizations and what they believed and how, things correlate that look into the Council of Nicaea. I mean, like, you have to get a broader perspective on things, and many people have been doing that. They have been opening their minds and their eyes to different beliefs, and now we're about to go through a different age. And, I only got 15 minutes, so I can't go very deep into the shit, but, many different cultures have talked about different ages. And, many in the spiritual community just talk about the age of Aquarius, but there are many different cultures that have these types of systems, and it's all way fucking older than Christianity. And what I've been looking into lately is more Hindu, the Yugas. And we're about to leave the Kali Yuga, which is the Dark Age, which has been for the past few thousand years. And now the darkness is going full fucking speed to indoctrinate the next generation, so they're completely fucked up, and they know they're about to be obsolete, so they're pushing some shit. And they want us all fighting with this new fucking religion of wokeness, and they don't want anybody looking at them. So there is no difference between mainstream religion and the cult of woke. They are indoctrination to make everybody see black and white and not see another path, because there is many paths, and you need to open your fucking eyes and your mind and start looking at different perspectives and belief systems, and there's more than just one way, and they all converge. Like, there is just a whole new world. Like, it's just to the point where you just want to shake people to wake the fuck up. That's why I get so, passionate about certain things, because it's just like, open your fucking mind. Like, what is wrong with you? But I don't know. It is what it is. Once people are so far gone, there's really not much you can do. But you need to have an open mind, open your eyes, open your ears, and look to what is actually causing all of this. The whole fucking control system. They don't want you looking at them. They want you looking at each other. So, stop fighting over dumb shit. I know, I'm human. I get annoyed at shit. But in the end, we need to stop fighting each other. Alright, love y'all.